Hi, my name is Jacob Stevenson. This is my explaining procedures video. When going over the rules, expectations, and procedures from my PowerPoint I did last week, the two expectations slash rules slash procedures that I decided to do my presentation on is one, I believe a rule in the classroom should be to treat everybody with kindness, respect, and the way they want to be treated. I think that not only in the classroom but in life, that's a good way to go about things. I think making people feel good and being nice to others is positive, and I think in a classroom it can help bring community together, and it can help people be more together as friends and as classmates. And I think when you're awful to each other, it's hard to build a connection and build trust, and I think people won't want to be there if people are awful to each other. And I think the teacher can reward students, not necessarily reward students, but you discipline them by, if someone does something awful, you maybe call security, or you tell them, or you give them detention, or you remind them like, hey, we don't talk to each other like that, or you need to set an expectation, I think, for yourself of how you treat, how your students need to treat each other, and take appropriate action if needed. But the procedure that I would do is right when the students get into the class, they sit down in their chair and they look on the projector of the instructions. When I'm a teacher, I'm going to have goals and what the students need to be successful in the class. For example, say the projector might say, get out your Chromebook or get out a paper and pencil, and the students, I think, by having a routine where they sit down and know this is what I need to get out for class, it can help them be successful. People are creatures of habit, so when you know that you're doing the same thing every day, of when you're sitting down, you're looking at the board, what I need in the class, I think that can really help them. And I think using the projector is a good piece of technology to help promote the learning experience, because it's a lot easier than just writing on a whiteboard, and it's a lot easier for the students to remember, because they can look up in case they forget instead of continuing to ask me. And I think that having students in a routine and having students knowing what to do can help create a classroom of community, because if people are doing the work and asking questions and engage with the material, it's a lot easier to build where we want to go as a class than if they don't know what they're doing and they're just wasting time and messing around. So if they can sit down and get right back into what they need to do when class starts, then I think that will be a good way to help build a community.